IndyNXT instead of IndyCar. We start from the junior level from IndyCar, which is IndyNXT. So we had 2 signings this past. Well, one was last week, the other one was this week. So last week we had Nikita Johnson signing with Keep Motorsports, which is affiliated with Andretti Motorsports. So that is their second driver they signed with Andretti. So Andretti has one for his main team. They signed Seb Murray, who drove for Keep Motorsports last year in the same car that Nikita Johnson. In the next team with Lucky Hughes, the kid who was going head-to-head with Dennis Hauger from last year. And now we got Seb Murray in that seat. So now we have 5 drivers on the grid for next year for IndyNXT, which is Miles Rowe and Max Crazy. And then 3 Andretti drivers, which is Lucky Hughes, Seb Murray, and Nikita Johnson. So those are new drivers in IndyNXT. I got signed this past Wednesday at Mid-Ohio for rookies and test drivers for rookies to understand how the car works, to get them experience for the car for next year, and then for developmental teams to evaluate their car and see what they're gonna look like next year. So for the 2 rookies that showed up this test was Dennis Hauger, who signed with Dale Coyne Racing this past week, so he did a test, and then also Kyle Collette, who's not signed to a team yet, but did perform pretty well in his results. So I'll put the results right here, guys, so you can see who did well in the test, and then also one more rookie, Niels Colin, the Chip Ganassi IndyNXT driver, also did a test in that seat. So we had 3 rookies who signed for next year for Dale Coyne. Kyle Collette tested for AJ Foy Racing, even though he's not signed yet, and then Niels Colin, who's probably going to come back to IndyNXT next year with Chip Ganassi Racing. So those were the 3 rookies. Nancer, who's Penske's motorsports car with Porsche Motorsports, so he drives for the Penske Porsche Motorsports team. Meyershank Racing had Otto. Don't know how to say his first name, but I'll put him up here, guys. But he drives for Meyershank, and for Schumacher, who got announced that he will be test driving on October 13th at IMS Road again. So he's probably look like he might come to IndyCar when obviously the time comes and when he finds a seat. But it looks like Mick Schumacher might be coming to IndyCar. Not probably next year, maybe 27, 28, but definitely not next season though. So it should be interesting to see what test results Mick Schumacher does for RL, and I can't wait for another former F1 driver to come to IndyCar. So I'm happy with that.